Hello and welcome to ChatG&G. We're back. It's me, Gags, and he's Grizz. How you doing, Grizz, bro? How's things?
Well, I was doing all right until I realized that we have to do ChatG&G, and it's gonna be obviously naturally based around a topic that I feel uncomfortable about, and I've got a very bad feeling you're gonna use your powers of influence on me and make me
Make
make
you?
me make
Make
me
you?
make a call and decision. Yeah, I think you're gonna use your powers of influence and persuade me to make a call on one side. But let's see how it goes. That was just my thinking while we were building up to the show. And I was thinking Gags is gonna throw his weight behind a certain argument and he's gonna win tonight. But
Well,
let's see. I'm not gonna tell you what it was.
there's no winning because Liverpool aren't winning. So,
Great
apart
point.
from, so we're all Liverpool fans at the end of the day. If people are on a high horse about a certain thing, you can be wrong, you can be right. It's okay. The main thing is what we all want is Liverpool to win. True?
No, that's a great point. Ultimately,
We
in
all
these
want
type of
Liverpool to win, Grizz. How do we get Liverpool to win?
to win.
Question
See,
one.
already the route is being planned. You planned the route already of where we're going. Big up Indian Scousers in the building. Very, very much a regular, big supporter of mine. So big up. 6 times, babies. When is VVD going to get the same criticism as Salah? Maybe today, maybe tonight.
Maybe
Stay
today.
tuned. 6 times, baby. Stay tuned. Because
So
I was
I'll ask
harsh.
you again. Go on. You were harsh on what?
No, I was harsh on VVD. Very, very harsh on my post-match review that I've done. Very harsh. In fact, I was scathing with Virgil. But to your question, well,
How do we win?
Like,
The point is, I only want to say to every fan out there, anyone who has an opinion on this, the only one thing Liverpool fans want always is to win, right? Win. Okay, so I want us to all join hands on that. We want Liverpool to win.
Yeah.
So we'll go backwards first. Are we winning?
No.
Okay. How do we get to win again? Do we just... And what's the definition of insanity, Grizz?
Okay, there's 2 different
Doing
questions.
the same thing again and again without changing it. Doing the same thing again and again.
Yeah, but he hasn't done this. He hasn't done the same thing.
He literally is doing the same thing again and again. To tell you one thing, he's doing the same again and again. He's playing Cody Gakpo on the left again and again and again. Okay, so let me tell you, there are some things he's doing. He's playing Maka in midfield again and again and again and again. Right?
So the first question you asked was, are we winning? No. We drew the last game. How do we win? Play better. How do we play better? Well, this is it. I mean, this is it. Baby steps.
You're going to the right direction here. Yeah.
It's baby steps. We have to take baby steps, one thing at a time. Now, how do we play better? There's a few factors that are involved. The players must do better. The coaches must do better. As a combination, as a whole, as an entity, we have to be doing much better. Now, why aren't we doing better? Makes the question very complicated, and this is where I don't know. Because is it the players are out of form? Not playing for the manager? Is the manager giving the wrong instruction? Is he doing this, like you said, the wrong things again and again and again? This is where it gets complicated, and I don't think there's a answer that answers all. Well, there you go. You've got the questions already. Sack slots to start off with. Captain Sal comes in. Big up, Captain Sal. Long time no chat, my brother. Hope you're doing well. Teddy says here what you got up. He says the tactics are all Slot and he has to fix it. But bottom line is this squad is unbalanced. Not enough if no midfielders are all or strikers with the pressing DNA or any other defensive skills. I am with Teddy on the whole. Why have you taken it off?
Oh, sorry. I wanted your
opinion on. I wanted your opinion on. Like the tactics are on Slot, he has to fix it. But the bottom line is the squad first.
I think at the end of the day, it's largely the same team. Largely, not all of it. Largely, the core of it is the same team as last season. Okay, it's lost some grit.
I see.
Sure.
See, but
The core of it. It's lost some grit. It's lost some grit in terms of Jota and Diaz. It's lost some panache in terms of Trent's ball playing skills from the right. You know, is that enough for it to turn into this? I don't think so. I don't think so. Something else has happened. Okay, something else has happened in there where they just, if the underlying stats are all decent. Okay, the underlying stats of everything is decent. But does it pass the eye test? I'd like to ask everyone who's watching, and there's only 300 or so of you around Twitter, whatever. Come on, guys. Share, like, get the retweets going. Get more people on here.
Yeah, we basically just got into it. We didn't even say hello to everyone and, like and subscribe and hope everyone's well. We're so pumped
because everybody knows what we want to talk about, and they don't want the niceties. They want to know this, right? They want to know this. Arsenal signed as many players as us. Look at this here. So, what's he saying? Bob's saying only 2 new players start by average. Gags is right. Arsenal and City had more overhaul. Okay, City's still struggling as well. Not as much as us, but struggling. They're up and down. Not great. Arsenal doing great with a lot of changes, but they kept a lot of the core. They didn't sell as much as us. If we added more on top of what we had, maybe we'd have done better. But we can't do that. We need to change. We can't have over full squads. We've got too many players that aren't playing, like Endo. I just think some of the points from Teddy where he said it's unbalanced, or is it that he was trying to go for a new formation and unfortunately he didn't go over the line, so he couldn't go to a 3 at the back or a version of a 3 that he wanted to do, because I don't think he was coming to sit on the bench. Let's be honest, I don't think he was. Was he being promised that we're changing formation and that's why we went for wing backs instead of full backs? Because the 2 that we bought are wing backs, not full backs. And maybe that's why we were going for 2 strikers, because we're going to be playing 2 strikers or a variation of them with Mo. With Mo and Verts behind the striker. I don't know, but I'm just giving I'm giving options as to why Slot, there's a few mitigating circumstances for him, right? There's a few. But on top of all of that, with all the bad luck, with the death, everything, all the bad luck that happened for him and the squad, tragedy, all of it, still, this should be doing better. This team should be doing better. And maybe when it wasn't going so well, because Grizz, have you seen the stat? If we didn't score those last-minute winners in the first 5 games, we'd be 19th. We'd be 19th. Good. We'd be 19th. And I get ifs and buts, I know, right? If your aunt was, had a whatever, should be your uncle, whatever. You know what I mean? It's all ifs and buts. Point is, we saw at the time, even though we won 5 in a row, I remember clearly, me and you, I don't know whether you were getting too excited or not, but I was like, they need to settle still. We still need to settle. Like, if this is good, then it's going to get better because we're not playing well. There was a few that were saying we just aren't playing well. So that's all come to roost. We're not playing well. Sunderland dominated at times, and I know they didn't create enough or much, but they were so comfortable. I've never seen an away team be so comfortable at Anfield. It's not normal. There's something wrong, and I don't care what we created or the finishing fairy's not there or whatever. It's not been there for 2 or 3 months. That's not a trend. That's a decline. That's a decline. And are they wanting to play for him? Are we sure that they want to play for him? I'm not so sure.
What's changed then? Because that is the ultimate, as we say in our language, bestie. And for people that don't know what that means that's the ultimate shame. When the players don't want to play for the said coach, there is no return. That's at the point of no return. And like I said last week, that is the hardest thing to prove. We don't know. We won't know. Have they down tools? Are they putting effort in? If they're not putting effort in, is that because they don't believe in the words anymore? His game plan, his tactics, his whatever he tells them, it's not registering. Now, that's worrying if so. And who is it not registering with? Is it the new guys that have just come into the building? Or the established, the core that you mentioned, that you talk about, the Virgils, the Salahs, the Allisons, the McAllisters, fairly settled, the Robertsons. Who has given up? It can't be the new guys. If it's the old guys,
it's going to be the old guard.
If it's the old guys, what's changed in 3 months? What could be changed? And I'm not disagreeing with your points. I'm just speaking, elaborating on them points. What could be the situation?
There's got to be some sort of falling out, right? At the end of the day, it can't just be that this is you just don't fall off a cliff in form.
Hold on. You can fall off the cliff.
You can.
Fabinho fell off the cliff. Mane fell off the cliff.
But all of them in one go.
Hendo fell off the cliff pretty much within a matter of months. It was. I remember at the time, and now I know we're looking back, but I was adamant that they've all fallen off a cliff. So it can be Virgil and Mo have fallen off a cliff. Now, I believe Mo has. Right, and we can get into the other things about being dropped and rested or rotated or whatever and all that situation. Big call. We're going to get into all that, people, as well. We're going to get into the game, maybe not deeply, but we're going to discuss it. But yeah, you can fall off, Gags. When you hit a certain age, the fall off can be very, very sudden. So it can be that Virgil and even Alisson, like, I don't know about you, but he doesn't even look fit, Gags, to me.
No.
The way
a lot of them don't.
The way he's around, he doesn't look fit. He doesn't even look his beastly best. He looks lethargic. He looks scared of kicking the ball hard. He's playing these wishy-washy little passes. I've never been a fan of with the ball at his feet anyway. I've always said he's overrated with the ball at his feet. With the distribution with the ball in his hand, he's the king. He's brilliant.
Yesterday was.
I don't rate him the ball at his feet. I don't rate him the ball at his feet. So they kind of fallen off, and it's coincided with the fall off of our 3 best players, or the core: Salah, Virgil. Because Virgil's, I think, when people were saying about Virgil, let's talk about Virgil as well, Gags. Yesterday was an embarrassing.
Showing his ass every week. How many times has he been caught on a deflection with his ass? Keeps turning his ass to shots.
Yeah, but he's been doing that forever.
It's catching him now.
It's not John Terry or Carragher where they throw themselves at the ball. Virgil doesn't defend like that. Now, I'm not defending it. I'm saying in times of need, you got to show more than that.
Yeah.
That's
100%.
I can't defend that. I'll defend him to the hill, and I do. When I'm on other shows with other teams, panelists, whatever, I defend my players to the max. I can't defend that from my captain, Gags.
No, he's not been good, and neither is Ibu. What do you think about what Abdu's saying here?
No, it's not the only way. No, it's not the only way. And Klopp isn't coming back. Forget that, people. The Klopp ain't coming back. I can't say for a fact, but I'm firmly strong in my belief that there is no way back for Klopp under these people. When I say these people, I mean Edwards and co.
Our boy Emil Heskey, who obviously isn't Emil Heskey, but our boy Emil Heskey, is just asking, check where Villa were just after we beat them where they are now in the table. I thank you for saying this, because you're giving us a ray of hope that a run of wins can get you really high in this table very quickly, because it's a mess, right? But, bro, Emil, we're not winning regularly. Now, something needs to happen, and that's why I feel like and I will say it, and I've been saying it since the Forest game, because I wasn't saying it until the Forest game. But when I saw a Liverpool team lose 3-0 at home to 19th place Forest, and yes, they shouldn't be 19th, they're better than 19th, whatever. But let me say it, because it was the fact, they were 19th. Lose to a team like that, 3-0, who hadn't won all year, or 19, 18 games or something away from home. And they come to Anfield and they wallop us. At that point, and I saw no hope from us. I didn't see a good performance. I didn't see us creating great chances. A lot of people saying we create big chances. I don't even trust Opta's big chances anymore. I look at the XG, they're at 0.2. That's not really a big chance. It needs to be, real high quality. I don't trust it. It just, we're not playing well. We've not got much fight. We give up when we go down. Yesterday, we got lucky with the Wirtz own goal, because it was going wide and it got deflected in. We would have lost that game. We got lucky. Chiesa saved this manager's job last night. Chiesa saved his job last night.
The irony, Chiesa, the player that he literally doesn't trust.
I was like, why have you done that, Chiesa? Just let him go. Let him leave.
So, but you didn't finish off what you're saying, because you was building up to it. He was building up to it. I'm going to hear the end of it.
Let me go. And then at Forest, I changed. That's when I turned. And I wasn't upset. I wasn't angry. I wasn't ranting. If you go back and watch the Gags Tandon show after Nottingham Forest, I'm very, very calm. I am numb because I didn't feel a single thing after losing. And you know what? As a Liverpool fan, I should be livid at losing, because Liverpool is all about winning. Like what we started about. I just started the whole court for this reason. As Liverpool fans, we expect to win. Yeah, we're spoiled. We want to win. We should be winning. And when a loss doesn't hurt, a fan like myself, who's been a fan for 46 years, well, 40 years. I wasn't bloody 0 when I started supporting. But for 40 odd years, to feel numb after losing and not angry or upset or whatever, it tells me that I had nothing to feel at that point, because they didn't give me anything to feel. And it's because there's no fight in them. Why should I be angry? Those players are not playing to the quality that they are because they don't believe in something. They just don't. They try. They're trying to show that they're trying, but I just don't see the fight there. And to be honest, I think they want him gone, personally. I think Mo isn't happy. I don't think Curtis seems happy. I don't think Robbo's happy in and out of the team. I don't think Verge is happy. I just don't think they are. Grav doesn't play like Grav anymore. All of a sudden, it's affected him. Dom is the only one who's trying. And then PSV happens midweek. I'm still not angry, because I'm now full on sure that losing to a PSV side at home 4-1 and losing back-to-back home games by 3 goals is definitely not Liverpool FC that I know and love. Because when they lose once, they bounce back, because that's the fight. And that's what the crowd makes you do in that stadium. Because those people in that stadium in a league game or a Champions League game especially do not stop roaring. Anfield on a night, Wednesday night, Tuesday night, is nuts. And it couldn't bring those players up a level. They are done with this manager. And then fast forward to West Ham. West Ham is the worst team. Like the worst team. They are that bad. We go and play Sunderland at home, and we hardly laid a glove on them until the second half. Hardly. And they controlled it, bro. They controlled at Anfield like Arsenal couldn't early in the season. Let me just get to some of these.
I'm unable to bring this chat up, but I want you to... bring it up. Bring it up. And we like to address everything and everyone. 10 Baharu sent 200 rupees to say, Grizz Khan, the premier waffler, no amount of mental gymnastics is going to save you from your average analysis for not being slot out. Football's a humble, and it's how you got humbled. But first and foremost, thank you very much for your donation. Secondly, Grizz Khan, the premier waffler, you are about to get humbled. You used my phrase that I created, football's a humbler. On me, Meri Billy, Mujhe meow. You know what that means? My cat is meowing me. If you go and watch my video after the PSV game, you will hear my opinion on what I think about Slot. So you, my friend, have been humbled by making a false analysis, your average analysis on my opinion on Slot. But thank you very much for your donation.
Yeah, let him at least speak on blimmin' Slot. Yeah, I haven't let him speak yet. He's wanting me to get.
I've done 2 videos on Slot.
Oh, sorry, I've not watched.
Yeah. No
Okay,
problem. No problem.
what will it to bring?
But anyway,
okay, we'll come to you, Vishal.
Thank you for your donation.
So much. Yeah, and Vishal, we'll come to you in a second with Isaac later on if you don't mind. I'm saying Sunderland just reaffirmed my point. And after West Ham, I said it's just one game. This has got to be a run of wins. 6 wins is going to save him. Only the way he saves him is a run of wins. Now I'll hand over to you.
No, it's not about handing over. I think for me, it was the PSV game. So you know how for you it was the Forest game where you was numb and you didn't realize, or your loss didn't really affect you in any way, and that's the worst kind of feeling as a fan when you're numb. And numbness usually comes, or numbness is maybe a form of not feeling the pain, I guess. And that's when it's bad, because you become accustomed to pain. You become accustomed to losing. And that was for me at PSV, Gags. That was a shocking chain of events and game. PSV aren't even that team. And the way they mauled us in the second half, that was for me the tipping point. Now, why some people may be confused in terms of what I think of the situation is because and you're very similar like this with me in these situations. We are not Slot, get the F out my club, Slot. We are not sat here ranting and raving in every video, in every pod, on every platform, spitting feathers, effing and blinding and calling all kind of troll names. Where we are is we have both decided, and me after you, so you first, no problem, I accept that. I wanted to extend my gratitude, my patience with him. I wanted him to succeed. But I've come to the conclusion that his position is untenable. And people struggle to accept that there's many ways of asking for a change of manager. You don't have to be get out of my club. You don't. He's way too classy for me to say shit like that on YouTube. I'm sorry. There's plenty of other content creators that you can watch and listen to who will go down that route. And fair play to them. They feel passionate about it enough or strong enough about it to say it like that. I won't say it like that because I don't have that feeling about him. I don't feel that way about him. I don't feel that way about these set of players. I'm despondent, I'm heartbroken, and I'm shocked and I'm devastated at the state of events. And therefore, I believe my mind was pretty much made up after PSV that his position has become untenable. And that's fine. If you want to say, no, he must get out now, get rid of the bald fraud and all these other names, do your business, handle your business.
That's awful. No, but that's awful.
Who cares? Who cares? They don't care. Why should we care? It's up to them. That's up to the character and the personality of the person. Each individual is different.
No, he's a good guy. He's a nice guy.
I'm sad that we're in a position like this, and I'm sad that he's in a predicament like this, because I agree with you. Ultimately, everything that you've said, I agree with, in terms of he lacks ideas now. He doesn't know how to get out of this. The management skills are not coming through. The sort of just the aura. There's no aura about him right now.
It's literally slot machine stuff.
And he's throwing haymakers, which we're probably going to get into. He's throwing haymakers to see if it comes off.
And they came off for the first 5 games, but they've stopped coming off. And like I said, after Forest, like I said, exactly how you've said it here. I said, love the guy. Actually, always going to be a legend because he won the Premier League for us. Love the guy for bringing us that joy last season. Absolutely not going to say a bad word in that way. But now he's just not good enough to be the manager. And it's as simple as that. Like, I am not going to say the bold stuff that people saying. By the way, you can go to blimmin', you can get arrested for saying that nowadays. That kind of stuff. I know it's mad, but you can. So I wouldn't say it in public or online because you could literally get done by the police. It's crazy. But don't say those things about people. And why? He gave you the best stuff, gave you the best feeling in May, like for a long, long time. And so we can't forget the good times either, but you can accept it's not good, but just do it in the right way. Like, I just went through this whole 15, 20 minutes when I've talked to Grizz. I don't think once did I speak in a disparaging way about the manager. I just said we weren't good enough in different ways.
Yeah, look, this is a very likable set of players. He's a very likable guy. But there is mitigating circumstances. This is why I wanted to stay in there, because nobody likes anyone to lose their job. And he did bring one of the happiest years of my life, literally 3-4 months ago. Those scenes at Anfield on the last day, was it against Spurs? Was it against, which team was it against on that Anfield when we were celebrating the title? Was it Tottenham at home? Whichever one it was. He brought, whether we like it or whether we think it was Klopp's team, whatever, he was the coach that brought us number 20. And that will never, ever, ever, ever be forgotten.
Yeah.
So I wanted to extend my patience, but go on. You were saying
There's
something.
a question on Twitter from Dave Hendrick. Question for the pod: is Grizz dyeing his beard to match his hat, or did he buy the hat in that color to specifically match his beard?
I'm very, you know the answer, and that's why you're laughing probably. And Dave, I'm very disappointed that you haven't been watching all ChatG&Gs. Absolutely distraught that you haven't watched all of the shows, and you will know that there's a tactic. I am the innovative coach version of podcasters. Right? I am not Slot and run out of ideas, but I ran out of dye. So I haven't got round to buying any more dye this week. I'm saving it. I'm saving it because it's my birthday Saturday, and I shall be dyeing my beard on Saturday. So until then, I've been wearing various hats to camouflage. So there you go, Mr. Hendricks.
Well,
there you go.
I'm glad that question came in to just lighten the mood in the middle of the pod. Because we needed to laugh.
It's a sad situation because we must be, well, if we got any empathy in us or sympathy, you know, I have got sympathy and empathy towards this guy, you know.
Yeah.
But it does seem like he's
run out of time.
Can't get a tune. He can't get a tune out of them.
No.
But I don't know how we go about it, Gags. Obviously, the next question will be how. The next question will be how, when, and who. I guess. I mean, that's the three.
So rumors. So shall we go to like rumors out there? Rumors out there that we're waiting for Alonso to get sacked from Real, so we bring him in over Christmas. That's one. There's rumors that we'll go for some of the managers that we previously have hated on majorly in this pod. Maybe right at the start of the season for not selling as a player. Things like that. So there's rumors everywhere on what could happen, what could not. Klopp's name isn't being mentioned anywhere, even though me and you have said, you know, in like, you know, it would be nice, but not been mentioned anywhere. That's the only things at the moment, and this is probably the thing that's keeping him in the job more than anything. You know, that there isn't a viable solution to come in.
Can you bring up that? Can you bring up Comey's message, tweet or comment? Sorry, I should say. I am slot in as long as the players are slot in. That one.
Yeah.
So Comey says, I am slot in as long as the players are slot in. But I fear he might not be the right man for our lads at the moment. They need something else. This is what Gags is referring to, because he believes the players are not
Are not.
slotting anymore.
I don't think so. I think there's plenty of them. There might be a few. But maybe the Dutch guys aren't slot out yet. They're in. But I feel like there's a few that are out, you know. We've made this guy wait, Vishal, for a while. Thank you so much, Vishal, for the $4.99. Appreciate it. What would it take to get the best of it, Isaac? In your hearts of hearts, do you think? In my heart of hearts, I think he will be a success at Liverpool in the long term. I do not think he's going to be a success with Arne Slot.
And I've answered it, and I'll answer it again. Obviously, Vishal, you haven't heard me speak about it before, and again, appreciate the support. I've very openly said we won't see the best of Wirtz, Isak, and Ekitike until Salah leaves or is no longer in the team on a regular basis.
So for a month, this next month, he'll be good. Wirtz and Isak, yes. You think?
Well, now we have the Slot dilemma in question, I guess, as well. But in general, yes, he will be a success. What will it take? Time and patience. And probably a new coach.
A new coach for sure. I mean, there's a few here. Question: is it really Slot's title ultimately Klopp's? With Ange, for example, replayed same result? How do you... No, mate. It is Slot's title. Klopp had the same team the year before and didn't do it. Okay. Slot came in, added a few tweaks, did some really good substitutions for majority of the season, made some good changes and tweaks, got Grav working. Grav wasn't playing as well for what's his name? Klopp. Turned him around.
I want to have a conversation about
play Endo at all. Didn't play Endo at all. Klopp played Endo a lot the year before. So there was loads of little things in there that they changed around, and you can't take it away from him, bro. That's just not fair. It's Klopp built the team, yes. Slot won the title, yes. I don't think we can take it away from him. Nobody can. Just because it's not going well now, don't start rewriting previous history. That's crazy. You were all kissing his ass in May. That will never change. You all kissed his ass in May. We all did. So we can't change that. That's history. That's fact. He was fantastic. We came into this season thinking we're going to win everything with the squad, with the money we spent. That's not going to change. All of us were very, very happy. Yes, a few of us wanted some more signings, a centre-back, a left winger. Proof. But everything else we were happy about. Nobody saw this coming. Nobody. I don't care who you are. No one predicted we'd lose 9 in 13 games. Nobody on this earth. Otherwise, there'd be a millionaire because they would have put a bet on it.
Can you bring up Neil's comment? No, Grizz, you posted a thumbnail saying Klopp SOS last week. Stand by your point. I literally didn't. My channel is there for everyone to go through. Why are you drunk, Neil, or something? Why are you just... Have you got the right person you're talking about? Klopp SOS. I haven't got a thumbnail with Klopp SOS. Gosh. And I've just made my point. So hold on. Even if it was Klopp SOS a few weeks ago, he's saying, last week, I've literally done a video or two videos since then. But anyway.
I don't see a Klopp SOS anywhere.
He just randomly, I don't know, he's just attacking me. Stand by your point. I'm literally I'm making my point very clear and openly. I don't think maybe English isn't your first language. I'll take it back if English isn't your first language. But if English is your first language, then shut up and listen to what I just said about Klopp. Pratham says, what a difference a year can make. 1 year ago, we beat Real Madrid and City back-to-back, tactically outplayed Carlo and Pep, cut to Slot, talking about us deserving a draw versus Sunderland at home. Yeah. But what is he supposed to do in this situation, Gags? So we're both thinking he's a dead man.
He should resign.
See, I was thinking about this.
It's hurting. Do you think the team and it's hurting us too much? We can't sacrifice the season just to keep someone in for 3 more weeks and we lose 3 more games. Why?
The season. Okay, so what? How does a new coach turn around this situation we find ourselves in? And is that the best way to give the new coach the rest of the season to get his feet under the table, so to speak? That's still giving up on this season, mind you, all right? But at least it's building a secure future that the guy will be ready to attack everything and anything at the start of the next season. Is that the way you're looking at it? Or are you thinking we can still salvage this season with a Xabi Alonso, who I don't think will really leave Real Madrid at the moment? Is that what you're thinking?
No, I'm not. I'm thinking, yes, sorry. That's what I'm thinking I want to happen. There is a train of thought that they don't want to change anything as well. And they might go into Jan and give him like a winger, and because I don't know if Semenyo will come to us. I don't know if Gehi will come to us. Give him those two or something like that, and then see what he does with those, because there could be a trade of thought out there that Gakpo is killing him, basically, his job. I sat there and watched that game yesterday with Cody Gakpo, and literally there's never been a more frustrating winger for Liverpool forward for us in my 40 years of watching. The most predictable football player I have seen at Anfield, like run down the wing, cut in, don't lift your head up, don't make a pass, try and shoot, and if you don't shoot, square it across the box to nobody at all and do nothing with that attack when there's 5 people around you, and then we dilly-dally, we go all the way around and back again, side to side and back again. It is the most awful thing I have seen. And honestly, I don't care if he got a goal and assist against West Ham. I don't care. It was a long time coming. But he is one of the reasons why we are so bad going forward, and there's absolutely no fear of our attack.
So I want to be, but this is okay. First and foremost, I gave myself a little wry smile, but I shouldn't, because what did we say at the start of the show? We'd rather be proved wrong and Liverpool succeed than be proved right and Liverpool falter and stutter like they are. Again, people that actually watch and listen to my rubbish will know I've never been a Gakpo fan. When we signed him, I said, oh no. When he was linked with United, I was like, yes, let him go United. He's not great. But he became a very, very useful and sometimes clutch player in terms of his goals and distribution, his output. But that was, and this is one of the guys, shout out to the guy that I read this stat off. I'm sorry I can't credit you because I can't remember who it was. But him and Diaz were alternating pretty much every other game. And so therefore he wasn't relied on as our number one optimum only left-sided attacker. It was Diaz, It was him. Now, fast forward however many months or season, whose fault is that, Gags? That is not Gakpo's fault. Now, he is doing what he does, and he's out of form and he's playing rubbish and he's frustrating and all of that. I absolutely accept all that. But whose fault is that? Is that Slot's fault? Is that recruitment's fault?
Huh? Good timing with this super chat.
Yeah. Oh, big up Chris. Long time no see as well. Subscriber to GrizzCon TV as well. Thank you for joining us over here as well. He says, hey lads, late to the show. Sorry if this has been answered. We lose to Leeds. Does he get the boot? At what point do we start getting annoyed with Edwards?
Edwards or Hughes? Let's do the Edwards and Hughes bit here. So yeah.
I'm annoyed with Hughes and Gags knows, but let Gags take it first.
I think yeah, whoever's made the decision not to bring in the left winger for one, because there's another point from Comey which is good. Where is Comey? He's been talking a lot. Right, yeah, here you go. He might be frustrated, but Gackers is not the problem. No left wing competition is a problem though, and that's what we're trying to get at here as well, aren't we? Is what you just said a point about last year. Diaz was the number one choice, left winger or number 9. and Gackers. You've got me saying it, Gackers.
Yeah, no, sorry, Captain Sal. Just so total tips is just pointing me. Gackers.
Gackers. It's like Gackers.
But
Gakpo is now number one choice, and he's not a number one choice left winger. Like, literally, I think he'd actually do. He's rubbish at finishing, but he's more of a nuisance playing a 9 for us, just because of a work rate at the moment. And but he's not a good finisher. That's the other problem.
He's the most passive. He's the most passive 6'4" player I've ever seen in my life.
I just think.
And you know who second is? And we've got the second worst as well, Gags. Do you want to hear the second worst?
Go on.
So we've got the first worst, most passive, annoying, frustrating, weak 6'4". You know who the second is? Ryan Gravenberch.
True. He just doesn't jump into tackles. Nothing.
You're making me throw tissues at the bloody screen with anger and frustration. And now that you brought it up,
that was in the Forest game as well when he pulled out the track challenge.
Made me go mad.
My God! And Gakpo did the same thing in the same game. Both of them pulled out of challenges. That's what tells you a little bit, though, bro. That are they actually happy? And these are the Dutch boys for the manager that is playing them all the time. They're not even giving their own. And that's why Curtis Jones is probably pissed off because he made that comment. But then Curtis didn't go in last night that much when he came on. But to answer Chris's super chat in full, bring it out one more time. Let's just make sure we answer it because he did give a contribution to the show. Yeah, Leeds as well.
If we lose to Leeds, I think he's gone.
By the way, if Leeds play like we did last night, we will be gone. But we might get lucky that Leeds are going to play their third game in a week.
No. Let me explain, or let me give context to why I think. Yeah. Obviously, it's just an opinion. If we lose to Leeds, I think the decision will have been made, but doesn't mean the axe will necessarily come at that point. Because the axe will obviously come when we have a plan or a man ready to take over, whether that's interim or long term. So I think a decision long term will be made. Don't know what you think. I'm annoyed with Edwards. And the second part is I'm absolutely peed off with the hierarchy in terms of the planning and structure of the squad.
They thought they would get away with it again. And, they've done this in the past to Liverpool in different windows and thought they'd get away with it by just they've spent a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of money. And so maybe they thought we could get away with it. But unfortunately, if you've got a plan, you must see it through. And if the plan was to get another winger, do it. If the plan was to get another centre-back, then do it. Don't wait around. Don't waste time. Look what happens with Leone. If you just get the one that you just won, you wanted two, you got one and you got injured straight away, where does it leave you? Yes, bad luck. Yes, but it's bad planning. Now Gomez is having to play right back. And by the way, Joe Gomez, can I just say, because Joe Gomez is another one that I would say was probably absolutely pissed off for not getting into this team. And then as soon as he gets into this team and he plays for, what was it? When did he come off yesterday? 60, 65 minutes? 90 plus 155 minutes that he played, or whatever the total was. We didn't concede a goal with him on the pitch. We conceded after he left. So let me tell you, someone like that comes in, we're a bit more sturdy. Yes, he hasn't played all season, so he can't play 2 games in a row. Because guess what? You didn't trust him, Slot. You should have played him much earlier and built his fitness up. And yes, he was injured in between, but still, you haven't played him enough or given him enough chances to be in this team. But hats off to him. He was actually producing yesterday. The Maka header that hit the post. Great cross from Gomez from right back. Right, he's bringing better crosses than most of the team. Gomez defends well. Just a very assured footballer playing for us. And I just want to say that's just another player that could have been used more, hasn't been used at all. And when he comes in, we shore up all of a sudden. And then as soon as he goes off, we go to shit again.
But Gags again, and I'm not I'm kind of defending Slot, but I'm trying to give a devil's advocate an alternative opinion and view from maybe his side or other side. This is a coach being given a squad of players, and maybe not all of the players, in fact, we know for certain not all of the players are his choice or his preference. Now, you're right, and I absolutely understand the argument that, well, he needs to do what he needs to do to make Liverpool hard to beat at the very least and make sure he doesn't get sacked. So I get that aspect, right? I get that aspect. But surely the reason why I wanted to give him time was to let him build his team now. Now he's brought them in, let him build and formulate with this team now, which in my opinion should be more than up to Christmas. That's all I'm saying, because yes, his players not performing, fitness issues, injury issues, whatever, mitigating circumstances, form falling off a cliff for Mo, Maka, and Virgil, Alisson being injured sporadically throughout the season. Give him time to formulate this new team and this new way of attacking, which is more centralized as opposed to the 4-3-3 that we've been fed on for the last decade or so, right? And then if it doesn't work, if we don't see any results in change, or because look, we all agree that the season's pretty much over unless we have a miraculous Champions League run, right? Or we win the FA Cup, right? At best, we're looking for a top 4 place. If we're saying that the season in that sense is done, then why not give him the time up until around January, February to see fruits of his labor? And if we don't, we're going to change manager anyway. We're going to change manager with the season's off anyway, and the manager will still get a couple of months at the end, and the new manager will get a couple of months at the end and the next season. Right now, I don't know what the new manager does.
Well, I do. But before we do, I just wanted Cloud Cuckoo Man would kill for a Kwanzaa right now. Guess what? I wouldn't. You know why? Because he wouldn't play him. He wouldn't. He's so stubborn. That's one of the problems. He wouldn't bloody play him, mate. Because otherwise the guy would have stuck around, right? Otherwise, we didn't have to go for a CB if he was that good and he rated him. He would have bloody kept him. But it's just not the way. It's just, that's what I mean. These things aren't the way it is. I think a new manager, by the way, if they get in early enough, like, you know, now, to build up into January and go on a run and build the way, because now is a really good time, because we've got games where there's a week's gap between things and this training, things can happen. And if we're I don't want to be out of the Champions League. And I don't want to, if there's a chance that we go through to the next rounds of the Champions League, which we can, maybe a new manager gets something going early in the new year. And if that happens, we can get Champions League again next year, and we can actually go pretty far in the Champions League, because guess what's so important? Okay. Not winning the Champions League. What's important is going into further rounds to make money for the club.
Okay, that's reality. Okay, let me sprinkle a bit of dose of reality to you and all the people in the chat that are demanding now, right? Who now? Because the two names that come at the top of the list straight away are Nagelsmann and Alonso. Neither are available right now. And Enrique. So if we're Liverpool Football Club and we have these high expectations and these high standards and these high levels, the three names that come out to you straight away, and I'm talking Liverpool elite levels. I'm not talking your Areolas and your, who's the other flavor of the month, Glasners, who we think is the new breeds, right, or the new sensations. No, three names stand at the top tier. And that is Luis Enrique, Nagelsmann, and who's the other one we said? Xabi Alonso. All three of them are unavailable right now, Gags Tandon. This is my issue. This is my headache. This is my problem.
That's fine. That's fine. See, I'm not paid the big bucks to go and find this interim manager. If Enrique just says the dream in the summer, let's just say Enrique is the dream in the summer, because everybody would take him, all of us. Bang, right? And maybe he's won the Champions League with PSG. Time for something else, something new. An English club, wow, Liverpool, okay, maybe could do it, whatever. Let's just say. I think, personally, like I kept saying to you, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So if it's not working now with Slot, it's not going to work ever with Slot. So, hey, big wigs up there that you're saying you're disappointed with, Hughes and Edwards. If someone's not available till the summer, do some magic to get an interim in till the summer. Do some magic, find someone. Go on. I dare you. Someone from the past, someone from the future, whatever. Go and find someone in the interim to get this squad working. I'm not paid enough to make that decision and who's out there, whatever. They are. If it means Klopp, by the way, go and pay the money to get him in for 6 months, because I am willing to take 6 months of that than what is currently here right now. And by the way, no. Yes. Not Gerrard, please. And by the way, you can have it, RTV. I think you do a better job. But yeah, my point is, I don't know who. I don't have the answers, but sticking the way it is right now. And I'm hoping all the hope in my world right now is that the only reason why he's still in the job is because they're trying to find the answer to this conundrum, to this equation. Who is the guy that comes in the interim until they get the real one in the summer? Because yes, it makes more sense in the summer to get someone in, but they've got to do something, Grizz. They've got to, because this isn't working. And I can't stand by and just watch this club lose 9 out of 13 and continue a run like that till the end of the season. We've got some fun here. I vote Grizz new coach if Sly is stacked. And then we have another super chat. Thank you so much, guys, today for super chats. I appreciate it. Javi Hernandez, formerly of Barcelona, available, Grizz.
See, the thing is, right, in terms of the changes that we've made in the summer, recruitment-wise, player-wise, profile-wise, right, we have to take all these things into consideration. Hughes Edwards FSG didn't spend the best part of 450 million to suddenly bring in a coach that doesn't play with authentic nines, never mind nines, because you got to remember we brought the two up and coming, or Isak not up and coming, but two of the best strikers around in Europe, and a 10. So any new coach that we have ideas of bringing in would have to have a history of playing with natural nines in the mold of Isak and Ekitike, and a 10 inverts. That would be something that I would look out for when we hear rumors of coaches that are linked with Liverpool. Do you agree with that?
All of it's true. Like, they can't argue with how is it going to work? Who's going to, they've got to think about everything. And that's why they're meticulous with what they do. But, I mean, have you bought through Yamal and Pedri when Barca were in financial struggle? I get it. But, yeah, I know, Grizz. It's tough. It's not an easy one. And it's hard to argue against things like that because the emotion takes over sometimes. Because you just don't want it to continue the way it is. And I don't have a good argument to say, you're right, we can't just go and just get anyone in. It's got to be the right person for the right squad. But
not that club. But just not that club. We meticulously plan everything, and I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree that there will be planning. There's no doubt in my mind that they're not planning ahead. Wherever they may put out through journalists and saying, oh, no, we have no intention and everything's fine, vote of confidence, there is no way a club, the stature of Liverpool, is accepting of the situation. Absolutely. Vishal sends in a super chat. Thank you very much.
No, we did this already, but I want to ask again on this one for Isak, because we just talked about players and using them to their best. And I know Isak's not been fit, and that's why Slot's not been able to use him, but he's a shadow of the player he was last season. And even when he's in the team now with a lot of creativity around him, no one's able to create for him or give him chances. He's not getting many chances in a game at all. He's having to create them himself, you know, and that's a worry for me because he's got these players, and you was just saying the players how they fit, you know. Sorry, I need to get rid of this.
Yeah, but remember last season, guys, the late Jota, Darwin Núñez, and when Lucho played up there, were accused or not accused, but sort of it was an observation from Liverpool fans that our strikers are anonymous and don't get many touches or involvement in the play. It was last season as well, and it's an ongoing problem. In fact, the only striker that has looked active in terms of amount of touches and movement in the last 12 months is Hugo Ekitike.
Yeah, but I don't see enough. What don't I see in Hugo lately? Just I don't see the drive. I don't see him. I feel like he jogs around when he starts mostly, not sprinting around and stuff. So, but again, it could be just me being a little bit. I don't know. I find it tough. I find it it's all a bit messed, and it could be biased in my head with all the players right now. But they just don't seem like they want to give it their all. We've got Ash giving us $4.99 here. Thank you. Hypothetical question: Klopp comes back. Name 2 or 3 players who come straight into the team. Well, I think Robbo comes straight in, doesn't he, for Klopp? Immediately.
Probably.
If Endo sticks around, Endo will probably play as a DM way more.
Probably.
I think Grav goes straight out.
And Curtis Jones comes straight in.
Straight in. Curtis Jones goes straight in. And I think what you get is Mo will be straight back in. But what you'll probably see is just a raised level from Konate and VVD. Really, you would. And it could be just very, very different. And I think he'll treat Wirtz very, very well. Very well. And give him kind of a Coutinho role, you know, that Coutinho had. And I think he'd do it fantastically. But we're dreaming. We're dreaming.
I was gonna say, as Ash says, hypothetical question because it's not happening. It is not happening.
Well, actually, he played him centre forward as well. So Ash, he'd probably play Gags, as we call him, centre forward rather than CM. Anyway, I know.
I don't know. It's a sad state of affairs. We're actually not looking forward to Liverpool playing football, which is so bad. So bad.
So you got it right last time. You got it right last time, and we're going to go. So I actually going to do the same again. I think we're going to lose on Saturday to Leeds. If they play like they did, the only saving grace that could hurt them, sorry, not us, them, is that they're not used to playing 3 games a week. And so they could be absolutely shattered and used all the energy up in the last 2 games. Now, if they haven't,
what about us?
They're okay.
Well, what about us?
Well, we are playing 3 games a week and we're losing anyway, every game.
What I mean is, what's he going to do with the selection?
Oh, because Isaac's not playing. Gomez is not playing. Wirtz won't start.
Salah
will start.
I guess there's only one place to end the show. Mohamed Salah. The stigma, the dilemma, the big talking point. What happens?
I think Salah's gonna. If you are right and Slot stays for the season, Mo leaves in Jan. I'll tell you now. If Slot stays, Mo will leave. I just don't see how they get on. They just don't look like they get on at all. So for me, and that's just me, I'm just body language. It's rubbish expert. I hate body language. I'm being one, but I'm being one now. What I hate, I'm becoming. I just can't see how he's going to be happy with this right now.
Oh gosh, this is going to be clipped up, so I've got to be careful with what I say. And I'm not, there's all kinds of accusations when you mention Mohamed Salah, all sorts of things from people.
Accusations in terms of what?
Oh, loads. Let's not go into it. But I'd take the money. I'd take the money for Salah.
Well, he's probably going to pay for Semenyo if we get Semenyo.
But then we'd need 1+, in my opinion.
Oh,
No,
we
I mean,
do. They
it's
won't
not.
do it. Oh,
They won't do it.
100%. We do. They won't do it though. And that's going to be another killer that people will just be like, what the hell are you doing, guys? What are you doing?
I'll take the money for Salah. I'll take the money for Salah in January.
And keep Slot. Because I don't think he goes if Slot changes. I think he stays till summer, and we'll get rid of him in the summer then and get money again.
I don't think he'll leave in January.
I think he could.
I think long term. I've said he's gone anyway. I believe he's gone. But January will be a bombshell.
Yeah, I mean, but if Slot stays, I think he goes, bro. I just can't see him staying. Doesn't look happy.
The only reason I see Slot staying before people go mad again, like that fella, he didn't come back. Did you see that? When they realized they've been proven wrong, the super chats, both of them didn't come back because they just made up bullshit. Premium wafflers. The only reason Slot doesn't go is because I don't see one of the said top tier list of coaches being available. And I don't know if we are an interim type of club. What do you think?
I think Hughes
interim
and
coach type.
No. Let me just finish. I think we can be because we were never a 450 million window club, right? As in, we're going to go spend 450 million. We never, ever, Grizz, did we think we'd buy 7 or 8 players. Like me and you we were laughing at each other. And maybe I was saying it in jest, we're going to get 7, or I think we should. Did I actually believe we would? Get out of here, did I? Did I heck believe it would happen? It's like, that was the dream. And it then went and blooming spent all that money and got these players in that were, by the way, I'm still surprised we have Wirtz and Isaac. And yeah, it's not working so far, but there's loads of mitigating circumstances. But am I glad they're here? Yeah, because they're here for 6 years. And believe me, there's going to be a time when we're doing this, when we're doing this. So we are going to get there. We have to be patient. But absolutely do believe they are ruthless as heck. They do not have an ounce of Klopp in them where he's an empath. He cares about the players. He gives them, like Hendo, how much we hated it that he wanted to give him a 4-year contract to keep him, right? But that's what he is. He loves the players. He's loyal to a fault. In fact, these boys are not. They have not an ounce of emotion in them. They will cut ties when they feel it's right. I have a feeling the only reason they haven't is because they're looking for something. Like you're saying, there isn't something there right now. That might be the only thing that saves him, Grizz. So, and if that interim happens and they find that interim, that solution to work, that maybe the players, and if you think that they're not talking to the players about this, I bet you they are. I bet you they effing are. So let me tell you something. When they find it, we'll know. If they find it, we'll know. And if Slot ends up staying, it tells you that we haven't got anyone to come in and help us out right now. But I just think, I disagree. I think they are the type of people who will go for an interim. But like you say, it's got to be the right one. It's got to be the right fit. And if they find the fit, it will happen. So can it happen? Yes.
Well, all will be revealed, I guess, in the up and coming weeks. Can you believe how time has flown? It's 1 hour 5 minutes, and
when
we didn't even get a chance to discuss. I think, thankfully, we didn't even get a chance to discuss what we ate during the week, what we done during the week. If you bought any more kits,
how many times we discuss. Look at this. Look at this. Like, see, I'm still proud. We're losers, but we're losers FC right now. But fuck me, man. Look at this. Look at this baby. Absolutely love this bird. This is my bird.
The LFC
Never,
stands
ever
for
going to give up on this bird. Let me tell you, never. And so I love it till the day I die. I'm going to support this club. I just want them to win, like you all want them to win. Full stop. It doesn't matter about anything else. Just want them to win. Right now, removing this manager is a better chance of getting us closer to winning again. Okay, that's my only point. We have a very kind Arsenal fan again, the same one, Mr. Sudge. Big up Gags, Grizz, and chat. Hit the like and subscribe. I must be burnt by our history, but I still haven't lost faith in a Liverpool resurgence. Dude, you guys are going to win the league easily this year. So enjoy it, my friend. Enjoy it. And you always supported us. So we'll never forget that. And you're the only nice Arsenal fan in the world, I think. Well, actually, there might be a few more, but you're the only one that I like right now. So if they win it, I'll be very, very happy for you, my friend. Like you were happy for us last year. So cheers. We appreciate you. I have seen the new merch and I love it. I actually have I had a sneak peek of that, the gold and black shirt. I might wear it on the weekend, actually, now that you say RTV. I've got it right behind me. So it's a beauty. It is a beauty. So yeah, the new merch is nice. The new merch is nice from Liverpool. Like I said, just because things are bad, I'm never going to hate this club. I can't hate anything to do with it. I know people get angry and say crazy things. It's part of my life, man. I love it. My business is based on it, the whole thing. The only thing I want is us to win. So, Grizz, I'm sure we started the show in the same way. All we want is to win. Please, please, LFC, get us back to winning as soon as possible. It's up to you, Hughes and Edwards. It's up to you, Hughes.
And it's over to Saturday. Ellen Road awaits.
So quickly, win or lose. I'm going same. We're going to lose. Like if this works again this week and we win, then maybe I just keep predicting us to lose and you win the predictions forever, which is fine. I would prefer losing than Liverpool losing. Does that make sense, folks? I would prefer being the loser here. So, Grizz, are you going for a win?
Yes.
Thank God for that. After all that, you're going to.
I think we win.
I want to kill you.
I think we win. I'm being genuine. I think we win. I think we win on Saturday.
Yes.
But it's a stay of execution. It's a stay of execution.
It is a stay of execution. Absolutely. He's got to win 7 or 8 in a row for turning me around. Like, and playing good football. Not this shit that we're doing right now. Absolutely, RTV. We can look beautiful while we drop points. I'm going to do that on Saturday. I think we will drop points on Saturday. I think we will lose. I'm sorry for being negative. I don't believe in this manager anymore. I don't think the players do. I hope Grizz is correct. I hope I come on the post-match very happy with 3 points. And if the performance is good and we play well again, because these lot just beat Chelsea, and if we play well, I will own it. I will own it that I'm wrong and that we played well. I won't just be biased and like I'll still probably want him out because he's going to have to win me back now. He has to be in the process of winning me back. Like all of you, the majority of us in this chat are all saying Slot out. Got to win us back now. It's up to Slot to do that.
Fair enough. Hope everyone's enjoyed that. I did.
I did too.
It was a bit passionate. And as I said at the start of the show, I think Gags may persuade me to stop sitting on the fence. And I think I have sat on the fence. I'm owning it. And the reason for that is, I'm not going to repeat the reasons to be boring again, but because he's a classy guy, and you don't want to. Yeah. So, but I absolutely agree and understand with all the points made by Gags and most of you and majority of you that his position is untenable. But there is a glimmer.
I'm glad you predicted a win for your birthday. I am glad you predicted, because that would have been a sad way to celebrate your birthday by saying we're going to lose. Like, it's your birthday. By the way, guess what? Liverpool play Leeds on your birthday and on my birthday. How weird is that?
Wow.
So they play them this weekend on your birthday, and they play them on the 1st of January on my birthday.
That is amazing. That's weird.
That is weird. ChatG&G, when we play Leeds. Hey.
Leeds. So that means Leeds have got a significant say in
on our happiness.
Let's see what happens on Saturday. You may get your not wish, because your wish is not to actually is your wish, this Slot to get sacked. So you may get your wish.
I always want Liverpool to win. My prediction is more about where I think we are as a club, and I don't think we're good, and I don't have the faith that they're going to win. That's different. I want Slot gone. I hate to be in this position where I'm predicting Liverpool losses. It's the worst. But the like I said, the aim is to start winning and to always win. How do we get back to it? I'm not, I just don't have faith that we will, Grizz. That's the problem. He's lost the faith.
He's lost the faith, people.
Doubter. Turned from believer into doubter, unfortunately.
Oh, well. People,
right then.
This has been ChatG&G. I've enjoyed it. Gags has enjoyed it. Looks like you guys have enjoyed it in the chat. The interaction has been amazing as usual. Thank you to all the super chats, for the super chats, I should say. Hope you guys have liked the stream. Hope you guys have subscribed. Head on over if you haven't subscribed to my personal channel as well, Grizz Khan. Just type in Grizz Khan, it will come up. And I guess we'll see you again next week at some point. Well, you'll see Gags during the week and you'll see me during the week. But for ChatG&G, until then,
next Thursday again. I think we stick to Thursday, bro. Let's do Thursday next week.
Have we got midweek game? Champions League?
We got Inter Milan, yeah. Wednesday, I think.
So Thursday it will be. Yep.
Right. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Up the Reds.
Bye-bye.